But today, actually, the culture is being shaped by some media, some journalists like Ahmad Goswami and some spiritual thinkers. How can it be changed?
Recently, I was on a stage to release a book of my mentor, Mr. P. Lankesh, who was a great father of Gauri Lankesh, my friend, who you know. Because when I was young, we used to be with him, and his editor table was superb. By evening, all books would go and it would become our bar. And we as 19, 20, 21-year-old youngsters, we used to sit and we used to have great writers, thinkers talking. And he always told us, Prakash, media and artists should be eternal opposition. So recently I was on stage reading the book and I told the Chief Minister of Karnataka, Mr. Siddaramaiah, that you governments stop giving ads to newspapers and news channels, they'll stop writing about you. Because Lankesh, when he did his Lankesh Patrika, that is the only magazine which did not take any ads. It says it will go on subscription only. Because he knew government ads or corporate ads indirectly will control. So today the only way is, as you officers, as you people of this country, see only independent media. Reject these medias. If you see, I don't give interviews to Times Now and all now. I said, I don't care. So, as citizens of this country, because when you take a newspaper, you know which party it is. You know, R.K. Lakshman wrote a very beautiful cartoon. One journalist walks up to him and says, I am a journalist. And he says, which party? That is what this country is. So, we need the truth. That is the pillar. So, we as citizens of this country should stop subscribing. You subscribe to Mohammed Zubair. Watch VARTHA. Subscribe to Ravish Kumar. Subscribe to young, independent YouTubers in this country who need that support because the government, because they speak against the government. You make them popular. It becomes your responsibility also to stand and subscribe to the voices which are speaking the truth. That's the only way. The only way is to reject them. Keep rejecting them. Yeah.
Hear your voice. Anyway, have your stand or your outspoken nature or political views ever affected your career? As all of us know that there is segregation and there is so many issues in this industry, especially in the film industry. That's why I'm asking such a question. And also, I'd like to know about Tamil Nadu's present political condition. No, I think not. Okay, thank you, sir. Thank you to have such a chance.
If somebody hits you, and you say, it's pain, it affects. It doesn't affect me anymore. Yes, they might have, they will stop you from working. They need to find ways to stop. They'll see some fund flow is coming down, or the organization I'm starting, they see to it that nobody gives funds to this work. But I knew this would be there and I was prepared for it. I'm not a crybaby saying that, they're stopping my films, they're taking away my films. I said, take away what? And I'm telling them, you're too late. As an actor, I've done too much of work already. I'm already popular, I've already reached. What will you stop now? Your stopping shows that you are weak, I'm strong. But yes, people are afraid, youngsters are afraid. There are many people in my industry who really want to speak, especially the women actresses who want to speak. And I tell them, don't speak because you don't have the strength to take them hitting. Men will not stand by you. And they say, what do you say? No, don't speak. Because there is no point in just going and dying. So there are women, there are men, there are youngsters who come up to me when they hug me. There are big heroes also who hug me and they will tell only in my ear, you have guts, man. And after it's okay, I understand them. I am not fighting them. They are also citizens of this country. I need to understand. that how strong they are to face this sort of thing. And I'm a little privileged because I've done 5 languages. I'm already popular, and I have a family, my wife, my children, who don't like gold, who don't torture me, who are happy to go in an auto. They are not worried of these things. They are only worried about my safety, which I tell them that I have to do this. So I'm very, very blessed, and I have great friends, and I have such officers calling me for a talk. So I'm not actually losing anything by them trying to stop me and me trying to navigate and go further. They should realize that they're making me more popular and more strong.
Are you not scared of this CBI or ED knocking at your doors?
I told you I went through the process, I was ready for them. And they have come very late to me. I am richer to lose now. I can afford to lose. They came 13 hours, they raided me. And they were frustrated because no Benami, no black money, nothing. And I told them, this is my strength. My strength is my integrity. They can't do it. And I tell you, my friend, they are not powerful. Your fear is their power. And if you are not afraid, what am I afraid of? I think I am the most luckiest human being in this country, having been an actor of 5 languages, different rivers, different food, different culture, different literature. I see that as a richness, not my money, not the power. And that happens, and I had to go through it, and my gurus have taught me well. Whether it is Ambedkar, whether it is Gandhi, whether it is Vaikom Muhammad Bashir, Periyar. I've had good mentors who have told me to be a strong, eternal opposition. And I feel liberated speaking. I can't speak about other actors, but I feel liberated. And I'm so proud today in this country that I'm not looked at as an actor. I'm known for my Nilabad. What a beautiful space to be. Now I will die, people knowing who I was. Plan. Imagine dying as Chalam, Muthu Pandit.
Difference between an authoritative regime and a fascism is that they have the support of the mind of people is changed. Many times supporting the authoritative, even though if an authoritative regime can take hold of the institutions, but where fascism differs is that it also takes over the mind of people. So you are doing your bit through art to change that. But what do you suggest the larger social movement and political movement do to actually recover the mind?
Let me tell you. First, let us understand what is politics. Who should do politics? It is not the politicians. We, the people, should do politics. They should do their job. Over the years, things have changed. They are doing politics, they are doing our job. See, as common man in democracy, we have the right to elect a fool. We have the right once in 5 years to get carried away. They don't have a right to rule dramatically. Now, what fascism or authoritative government, if you see the history of the human civilization from Hitler to here, before they become governments, before they become authoritative, they first manufacture consent. It's called xenophobia. People have this phobia for lizards, some insects. Like that, basically human being in evolution. In your village, if a stranger comes, you'll watch him with little carefully. Samshayam undalalla. First they will say, he is Muslim, he is Pakistani, our dharma is in danger. They will create that enemy. They will take the consent. They have separated. Now they say BJP and RSS just wants a contract from you. Country, pardon me, I will take care of your religion. This country has fallen for it. Let us accept it. One, the country has fallen for it. Secondly, before BJP, whether it is Congress or any governments, have failed to invest on education and preparing people to understand the meaning of democracy. They are also the reason. Today, Cockroach Janata Party is taking 22 million followers. It says the opposition has failed to give a platform to the youngsters to express their dissent. So there are a lot of reasons. So it has taken that much of time for them to come. We need to continue to fight. The awareness is growing. There is no point in getting afraid, going back. Pursue. I fight. I may not see the change in my lifetime. I don't care. But history will write. Prakash said the truth yesterday. So this is the only way. We have to continue fighting. Because I am seeing them going down. And this is a result of few, at least from 2012, for people like many of us, like me, who have continued to talk. Today, wherever I go, youngsters come up and say, you are an inspiration, sir. Because I am not a political party. I said I am more political being an eternal opposition. So this is a process, this is a journey which is happening in this country. What the country can do is a different thing. What can you do as an officer, as a person, as an individual? When there is an election, will you go campaigning at least to 3-4 houses around you? No. If we take up that responsibility, if all of us who really thrive for a beautiful country, for a humane country, for an equal country, we need to take the responsibility. It is okay to debate. That's okay for television debates. We don't have time for that. We have time for action.
That the play Kuhu, which is being produced and performed with the financial support, was performed yesterday. Gandhi's journey, which began in a first-class train in South Africa and continued through third-class train journeys in rural India, was dramatized and witnessed in soul of India. The state proved that art and artists can intervene in the struggle against the communal fascist policies that still rise ugly issues of partition. Have you thought about further actions of this technology?
Yes, good news to Kerala because I started this theatre incubator in Mysore and in Manipur. And my good friend Arun Lal is here. He has a wonderful group of theatre groups in Palakkad called Little Earth Theatre. So we are collaborating with Little Earth Theatre. So this is one of the plays. We have produced one more play called Mattaya, Malayalam plays. We are working on children's theatre because we believe that theatre can be a tool in education. So like with Arun Lal, over the last 2 years we have travelled to 107 residential schools, have had a theatre group. See, you need to teach children with theatre. For example, there is a story of one pond and the pond dries up and the two cranes or the Vellaki birds they want to leave and there is a very talkative tortoise. The tortoise says, take me with you. And it says, but you talk too much. No, I will not talk. So they hold the stick and they go up. This is the Pachitandra story. And the tortoise holds it. It goes up, talks and falls. That is an answer story. It says, if you talk, question, you will die. But our play says, the tortoise comes back on stage and says, I did not die, I have a strong back. I did not die because I spoke. Your lake died because you did not speak. Your rivers died because you did not speak. Because when they were trying to build buildings there, when they were spoiling there, you did not question. So this is what we are doing through theatre. We have had a great 2 years of discussion and we have done one classrooms, how to conduct, we have trained teachers to spend time with children because children are so beautiful and it is very important to bring the awareness to that perception. So we are going to continue with this, and in Kerala it is going to be Little Earth Theatre, which you will see more, and whenever you know Little Earth Theatre and my group Nirdiganta is doing a play in your areas, please support them. Because we are going to continue our fight with that. Yeah.